How's it? Today we're making bait. So I got asked by brother Kalani a few weeks ago what I use when I go pig hunting. So everybody basically use the same mix. They take whole kernel corn and they rot them. They just make them rotten, basically sour corn. So specifically, I'm going to show you what I use. Everybody get their own mix. You know, whatever works for you works for you. But this, you know, I've had real good success with this mixture. So I'm not going to change it, and this is what I use. Okay, so what I get, let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is we need some kernel corn. So I picked this up over at a Nutria Feed and Farm Supply store over in Nanakuli. So shout out to the brothers out there. You guys get good products, real cheap. Okay, so I use that. And also what I use in my mix is something called cob or rolled oats. And what it is basically is a bunch of oats, some crushed corn, and they take them and they put them in this big mixer and they spray molasses over them. Now I like using molasses in my bait because molasses come from sugar cane. They press them as raw sugar. And basically Hawaii had one of the biggest sugar industries, you know, around. So the pigs are really, really in tune with that already. So I like that. So what I do is I use the whole bag. I use the whole 50 pounds one time, and then I use half of a 50-pound bag of cob, so about 20, 25 pounds. So I'm going to be mixing everything in a bucket right now just for the demonstration. All right, so I've already went ahead and put some corn and cob in the bucket. All right, as you can see right here, corn and cob. I got my mixture. Okay, so now if you cannot get your hands on cob, what I can suggest you do is you get your corn and you add some raw molasses, full flavor molasses. Now because I have the cob and molasses is already in here, I'm not going to go ahead and use this time. Now if you cannot get your hand on molasses, what I can also suggest is you use dark brown sugar, and that, you know, you can also emulate the smell of molasses that way. Okay. Now if you cannot get your hands on that stuff, what works just fine is plain old white sugar. You put your corn in there, you slam some of this sugar in there, and put your water inside. I've even seen guys go as far as to put active yeast in their bait just to get the thing to sour quicker. But I think it's kind of pricey and, you know, a little unnecessary. So, after I get my mix inside here, you can go ahead and add your molasses if you got it, your brown sugar if you got it, or your white sugar if that's what you're using. Since I'm using a cob, like I said, I'm not going to be putting that stuff inside. So, straight to the liquid. What do I use? Well, to all my brothers who drink that I go to the house, I don't drink. Now you guys know where all your leftover beer going. Ha ha ha. Alright, so you get that beer going inside. What I found is that the yeast and the hops and the barley and whatnot that's in the beer helps this thing to ferment faster. And that's the name of the game when you're making pig bait, folks. You want this stuff to ferment. You want that stinky, stinky, sour smell, and that's what the pigs go after. So, we do that. You know what? Since we got it, screw it. Might as well. Let's go ahead and add everything in. I'm just going to throw this little batch into the bigger container anyway. So, let's put some white sugar in here. What the hell? Let's put some of this brown sugar inside. Why not? Now you can also do this too. I found this work pretty good. This really cheap powdered drink mix that you can find at any Walmart, or, you know, grape works really good. It's really strong. Cherry is another one. It's very strong. But yeah, so that's basically it. I put beer in there and that gets it going. Mix this stuff up. And what you want to do is make this maybe 3-4 days in advance and get this sitting out in the yard really good. Keep them away from your animals. Keep them away from your windows, folks, because this thing will stink up your house. Okay, so basically that's pretty much it right there, brother Kalani. All this stuff goes in there. Now you can add water, put it maybe level with the top of your corn. You don't want to, yeah, I use this spoon. This is not what I used to cook with also here. You don't want to do that, so don't let your wife catch you doing that. You're going to get cracks. So, you just stick this out in the yard, put them in the sun, you know, whatever you're going to do with them. Now, I got some over here earlier that I made. Okay, I made this a few weeks ago. Now, how you can tell if the corn is ready is pretty much you can smell them, yeah. So You gotta be careful when you open this stuff. So one good way for what? The corn is good. The corn is good. It's fine. All right, cut that.